Well, we're nearly at the halfway point of spring practice. Hi, Sean Callahan for HuskerOnline.com as Nebraska wrapped up another Saturday practice. Weather conditions, though, kept things once again indoors, but it was a different feel here at practice as you had over 100 former players here in Lincoln supporting the Huskers today during their Saturday practice.
The brotherhood here with the former Husker guys, it's awesome. I tell you what, when you look at them, even to date, I mean, we had some dudes now. We had some guys that look good. I mean, you see Kelsey and Carricker and all those old linemen and everybody else. I mean, we had some really good players here, and that's our job as coaches. When we go out recruiting, we got to get guys that will have good length and toughness and physicality and all that we got to get to change the culture here. It's all about the recruiting and the hard work we got to put into getting in. And then once we get them here, we got to develop them and make them tough. And so when we go out there, teams they understand when they're gonna when we play Nebraska, they're in for a physical game.
And naturally, there continues to be a lot of discussion about that quarterback position.
Yeah, as a whole, they're doing a good job. Like we're throwing a lot at them. Our defense, Coach Fernander's throwing a lot at them, different looks, different blitzes, different coverages. And so they're doing a great job of just processing it all. The biggest thing we want to see is just leadership. And those guys taking command of the huddle, taking command of the offense, getting guys in position where they need to be. And, all of them are making plays, all of them are making throws. And so, it's a good competition.
Right now it doesn't matter. I told them, Rome wasn't built in a day. I said, you got 2 days. So let's go, right? And they've all started from the same ground floor. Everything's new. I mean, just because of their experience didn't necessarily give them a leg up because we all started from the same point, in terms of learning the language. And now, except for Noah, obviously, but everything else was pretty much the same.
Another tightly contested battle right now on offense is running back, and a guy that got some praise following Saturday's practice, especially from a couple of the former players as they were leaving, was junior college transfer Greg Bell.
Yeah, he had a good day today. He's got really good feet. He's nicknamed the Eel. He can get in little small slots. Like today, he had a really good run. I want to see him try to outrun the guy and not cross his face and score. I told him that, but I mean, he did some really good things. He's picking it up. I think our guys, they got to get used to, when we run 8-9 plays in a row and we're going fast, you got to be in great shape. I don't want to have to substitute you. You better, suck it up. And I when I was a head guy, I'd call the little man. You got to beat the little man in your head that's telling you you're too tired. You got to be able to run that same rep, just like the first rep. And because the defense is tired too, so we got to be able to get them on their heels and play fast. But I think he's doing really well, just like all the guys are. They're picking it up. I like my room. I do. We just got to run the ball better, I think, when we have the next scrimmage.
And what's been different about this spring, maybe compared to past springs, is the Huskers are doing a lot more live to-the-ground tackling.
There was elements of that, absolutely. Now, when we got to the sideline out, and since it's close quarters, all right, they would blow the whistle. When it got outside the numbers, we didn't want anybody to get ran into the padding. But in between the numbers, there was the quarterbacks are never live, but everybody else it was live, yeah.
Another player who looks to be having a breakout spring is sophomore wide receiver Tyjon Lindsey, who dealt with some medical issues here over the offseason, but that is all behind him now, and he's all speed ahead with this coaching change.
I feel way better, way healthier, because when I was in the hospital, I actually lost like 20 pounds. It was crazy. And I was just going through it this is another setback. I didn't play my senior year. I didn't do well my freshman year in college, and now will this be another setback? But the whole time in the hospital, I was there for about a week, and I was just going through it, just basically setting my goals and expectations I have for the time I am right now. And I just, like I said, I feel healthier. I feel way faster. I leaned out. I got way more smart. I lost a lot of body fat that was weighing me down, and I'm ready to be that explosive guy that I always was when I was a younger dude. But like I said, it's a new me, and we'll see where it takes me.
I'm very excited about Tyjon. He really fits what we're trying to do. He's versatile, so he can play in the slot. He can play outside. He can play running back. He's dynamic. He's got great football IQ, so he kind of understands how to run routes, how to get open, how to utilize his size to his advantage. And so he's going to be a weapon in this offense. He's got to just keep growing, keep learning, staying disciplined, and the sky's the limit for him.
And slowly but surely, the offensive line continues to gel here in the spring. Cole Conrad has been back at full go, and just that sense of urgency continues to be something talked about.
I just think it was a little sluggish today, and it's just one of those things. I mean, that's going to happen. You're going to have those days where it's kind of sluggish. But yeah, just kind of, they're throwing a lot of things at us right now, right? And you just kind of got to take it what it is, go in the film room, clean it up, and just keep on going from there.
I want to see urgency. Urgency. And when I say urgency, I mean urgency to get the signal, urgency to get down, get set, get your eyes up to the defense, urgency out of your stance. If there's one word that I'm going to say on Monday when I get into the meeting room with those guys is urgency. Everything needs to be a heck of a lot more urgent. When you have guys that have been part of an offense that, huddled and, kind of looked at the play that was ran last and ran a receiver in, we're still getting to that routine. We need to be a heck of a lot more urgent.
It's switching over to defense. We did talk to a few different defensive linemen, including DeAndre Thomas, and he described his new role in the defense.
The biggest adjustment on the field is me playing in. I mean, last year I was playing nose inside, but now I'm more outside, so now I do a lot of outside rushes, and it's new for me, so I just got to learn those.
How do you feel about that move?
I like it. I mean, I feel like I got a little speed on me, so when I get outside, I just use my speed.
And finally, of the former players that were at practice, former Outland Trophy winner Aaron Graham, along with former Black Shirts Chris Kelsey and Adam Carricker, were part of the group that addressed the team here during practice as it was going on Saturday. The Huskers will come back again on Tuesday for their 8th spring practice. Reporting with the Nebraska football team in Lincoln, I'm Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com.